The Girl in Window 93. Detective Ansel Vire never opened his windows. He lived on the 92nd floor of Sector Gamma's housing stack, a rusted grid of modular cubes that once passed for modern. Outside, the monorail hissed by every 30 seconds, slicing the silence like a razor across silk. Neon signs blinked their tired messages onto the rain-slick glass of the endless high-rise towers. Ads for memory implants and synthetic pets played on a loop, casting ghost light into the rooms of the living and the lonely. Every night at 10:05, he brewed a cup of tea. Every night at 10:12, he sat in the same chair by the window, not to open it, just to look, because every night at exactly 10:14, she appeared in window 93. She didn't wave, she didn't move, just stood there, watching. Always the same dark dress, always the same soft, pale glow behind her, like she had a moon in her room. Ansel told himself it was none of his business. People stared at windows. He stared back, until one night, she didn't show up. He waited an hour, then another, but the window across from his remained dark. No glow, no silhouette, no her. The next night, same thing, and the next. By the fourth night, Ansel couldn't stop pacing, couldn't stop wondering. He told himself it was curiosity, routine broken. But deep down, he knew that wasn't it. He'd been a detective once, before retirement, before the incident. He still had the itch, that pull toward loose ends, and this woman had become one of them. The building across the gap, Tower 44, was on the registry, supposedly condemned after a power routing collapse made upper floors unstable. But he knew the truth. Gamma didn't inspect what it didn't care about. You could squat in a ghost floor for years if you kept quiet enough. So he filed a request for public grid logs, unofficially, and when they came in, he felt his heart tighten. Window 93 had drawn steady power for 2,557 nights, always from 22:14 to 22:18, every night, 4 minutes, then nothing, until the night she disappeared. Ansel decided to gain access. No police, no backup, just one old man in a long coat walking the sky bridge at midnight. Tower 44 groaned like a dying animal. Elevators didn't work. He took the stairs. Floor 93 was darker than he expected. No light, no sound, no power at all. He walked the corridor until he reached it, Unit 93.14. Inside the room, he found only dust, no furniture, no signs of life, except a message scratched faintly into the wall. "He sees me." He'd seen that phrase before, buried in a corrupted dispatch file from years ago. A case that was buried after the collapse of the Neural Echo pilot program, those illegal consciousness backup trials. One name stuck in his head, Lyra Dace, technician, test subject, presumed dead when her unit caught fire during an unauthorized uplink attempt. The program ended in silence, in unsolved files buried by politics and panic. Ansel remembered the report. Brainwave patterns preserved, but no retrieval possible. The backup had no receiver. Ansel always thought that meant a device, a server, a neural drive. His tea schedule, his nightly seat, her appearance at 22:14 sharp every night. That wasn't coincidence, that was calibration. He hadn't been watching her, she'd been training him, slowly, carefully, night by night, guiding his mind into sync until he was receptive enough, familiar enough. He stepped back, the weight of it crushing. She wasn't missing, she was done. Transfer complete. Ansel blinked and the room shifted. The floor hummed gently beneath his feet. Outside, the monorail still hissed by every 30 seconds, but now it sounded distant, muted. He staggered back to the window, looked across the gap to his own apartment. There was no light, no chair by the glass, no one staring back. And in that moment he understood. He hadn't come to find her. She had brought him here. He was the receiver.